Y'all, it's your man Earl. It is late Tuesday night, June 23rd. Happy birthday to a special person. They know who they are. As well as happy birthday to another individual. They know who they are. That being said, let's get right into today's subject matter, which is pride and foolishness. Looks like this week is going to be the double dips. So I got it laid out. Normally I don't lay out a week like this, but the Most High has laid out the week, and so I've got titles for every day up until Friday. So we'll see what the Most High does after Friday. But today is Pride and Foolishness. Today's June 23rd, day 175 on the calendar. And the two words for today is pride and foolishness. And I want to, guys, give you this. Pride will lead to your destruction. And I want to give you two definitions of pride because, of course, this is a God-fearing channel. We serve and worship the Most High God. So we acknowledge Him in all things. We acknowledge Him as the center of our lives. So watch this. So the biblical definition, the biblical definition of pride. It is hubris, which is another fancy word, which I like to use every now and then. But it's referring to your will, self-will, as opposed to the Most High God's will. It is going beyond simply arrogance, going beyond a rugged individualism, which that's a huge concept in America. But let me give you a easier definition of pride. Pride is a unhealthy love for one's own self-manifestation of excellence. It's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy admiration of self, oftentimes at the expense of other individuals. Pride, the unhealthy pride, is where egotism, depends on how you pronounce it, who you're talking to, but egoism, if you will, begins to manifest in an unhealthy way, meaning your ego manifests at the expense of other individuals. That's pride. You have to watch out for that because I'm a very confident person. I'm not prideful. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly the type of things I can do, and I have to buffet that. Because that's when pride kicks in if you're not mindful, you're not careful. Now, why does pride and foolishness go together? Well, because oftentimes people become prideful because they are foolish. Okay? And what do we mean by foolish? I'll give you a really, really, really easy definition of what it means to be foolish. The fool in his heart says there is no God. So it's one thing to be a fool. It's one thing to be foolish. So what does it mean to be foolish? That means you believe and you behave in such a fashion that God is not looking, that God does not know, God is not recording, God is not observing your behavior. So it's one thing to be a fool. And this is where individuals who have a sense of the Most High God, who believe in the Most High God, who serve the Most High God, we can get in trouble because we're not fools, because we know that there is a God. We know that there is a supreme being. We know there is an architect in the universe. And I'm using these terms very loosely on purpose. Nevertheless, but we can become foolish because our behavior we behave in such a way that we don't think God is going to take notice of what we do, what we say, how we treat people. So as we close out today, day 175, pride and foolishness. Don't let pride take you out, which is an unhealthy love of self, unhealthy love of excellence within self. It is an unhealthy moving outside or independent of God's will in your life. And excessive pride leads to foolishness, meaning that you behave in such a fashion where you believe God is not going to catch you, not going to chastise you. So really quickly, what's the answer to pride and foolishness? Number one, develop humility. Number one, develop humility. And then number two, never move without seeking the Most High God. Through prayer, through meditation, through his revealed word. This is your man Earl. Pride and foolishness typically go hand in hand. God bless you. God keep you at day 175. Peace. Don't let pride and foolishness take you out.